Welcome back, OCD ninjas. Why does treatment not work for some people, but for others it works great? OCD, or obsessive compulsive disorder, affects millions of people. And while we know there are effective treatments available, not everybody responds to them the same way. In this video, we will explore some of the ways why OCD treatment may not work for you and what you can do about it. So let's dive right in. Firstly, it is important to understand that OCD treatment is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Treatment for OCD typically involves a combination of therapy, medication, and a lot of work. However, many people misunderstand the treatment process altogether, which lead them to unsuccessful outcomes. They may try it once and be like, never worked for me. It's not how it works. Some believe that medication alone can cure OCD, while others think that therapy is just unnecessary. In reality, both medication and therapy are often essential components of OCD treatment. But it doesn't mean you have to be on a medication to see success. I just know from the hundreds of people I've seen with OCD, if somebody is not on a medication, I think to myself, buckle up. It's gonna be a little bit harder for you, but that is okay. It might be a little bit harder, we'll see. But either way, let's do it anyway. Let's ride this out. However, not all medications work for everybody. Some respond really poorly to them. Others, it's like night and day difference. So if you're not seeing results with medication, it might be because you're not taking the correct dose, but it's also important to work closely with your doctor to make sure that you have the right medication and dose. What a lot of people don't know, and it's actually really important, is that medications for OCD, they often have to be a higher dose than what we think. And it's also important to be patient. It is so rare for me to see someone who's like, my medication's working, man. This thing's great. I don't have any problems anymore. Most of the people say, I don't even know if it's doing anything. I just know I'm really tired. What's cool is like when someone actually stops taking the medication, they realize, oh, it's been working this whole time. I didn't even know. So don't look for that light switch, light bulb moment if you are on a medication. I kind of imagine it just kind of happens in the background. Exposure and response prevention is a type of therapy that is highly effective in treating OCD. A lot of research backs it up. However, it can be so challenging to implement, and many people aren't really willing to do it, which I get it. Like, why would we want to face our fears on purpose? We got to face our triggers, the distress, feel lots of anxiety, not do the compulsion, the thing screaming in your brain you got to go do. We're not doing that. The process can be so uncomfortable and challenging, but it is essential to find the success in this treatment because it does work. If you're not seeing results doing ERP, or exposure and response prevention, it may be because you're not fully committed to the process. I'm a little scared saying that. I don't want you to be like, but I have been doing it. But this is what I mean. It's important to work with a therapist that really understands this process. Not everybody has that option. Therapy can be expensive. Watching these videos can definitely help. I also have an online Master Your OCD course that is linked down in the description for this purpose. But I'm also aware that many people try really, really, really hard and it's just not working. So where's the disconnect? I'm gonna share some things that I typically see. When I look in forums and I see chat rooms and people say, I did ERP treatment and never worked for me, my first thought is, everyone's different. Did you make treatment your part-time job? Meaning, did I dedicate literal hours a day to it before I quit it? Did I stop or delay the compulsions? Or did I keep doing the compulsions throughout the whole thing? If you did all those things, did you attempt medication with the treatment? If so, did you wait long enough to get that therapeutic dose? And did you do all of this over time, hours a day, multiple days a week, probably every day of the week? This is your part-time job. Maybe it's your full-time job. And are you doing it the right way? And like I said, the right way, Master Your OCD course if you don't have access to a therapist. For some people, they may not need to dedicate this much time. Others dedicate their life to it for a while. They stop going to work if that's possible. This is it. This is their job until they get better. For everyone, it becomes a lifestyle. It's not a temporary change. We can't just go to the gym, work out, get really strong and be like, I'm golden, man, for life. It's not how it works. I wish that'd be great. Imagine you broke both of your legs so bad that you're unable to walk. The doctors show you your scans and they say, you will not ever walk again unless you do physical therapy every day for 2 to 3 hours. Like, you can't miss. You got to do it. Like, you're not gonna walk. Would you do it? I know most people even struggle with physical therapy, but this physical function that is often seen and is going to affect your entire life, I bet you would do it. While OCD is internally there, it is not seen by most people, but I want you to treat it the same. If I'm not dedicating the time daily, how can I expect to get better? Imagine the same scenario, but I didn't exercise 1 to 5 minutes a day. Yeah, I'd see some improvement. Maybe I'll like stumble as I walk for the rest of my life. Maybe I've got to use crutches, but I'm not functional. I'm not the way that I want to be. So ultimately what I'm saying is that you can be functional. You can be exactly where you want to be in life. Thoughts can be so minimal. Like, I know it, I've seen it, it works. And each person kind of has their own journey. Sometimes different conditions can make OCD treatment harder. For example, if you have depression with this OCD, man, it can be hard to treat because if you don't have the motivation to even do it, how are you gonna do it? As you can tell, OCD can be so challenging to manage, but it is essential to have a strong support system. If you're not seeing results with your treatment, it may be because you're not receiving enough support as well from family, friends, others who have OCD. It's important to have these people in your life. Additionally, joining a support group can be helpful with you connecting with others. And if you don't know, I got one down in the description. Go check it out. You know what's really important too? Remove shame and guilt. I can tell by watching this video and the tone of my voice and the way that I'm talking that you may feel some shame, but stop it. Stop feeling shame. Learn from what's worked and what hasn't worked. Lean on those around you. Find the things that help. Use your weaknesses and turn them into strengths. I know you can do it. I know it. I can attest that people do get better. Don't think that treatment doesn't work for you because that is one of the biggest lies of OCD. We're not falling for that. Your life is worth living. For real though. I'm also aware that this is easier said than done. It's not just, okay, if I do all these things, I'm gonna get better. Everyone is so different. I often tell people, you just gotta surrender, man. Go in faith that treatment is going to work. What is my plan? My written out plan I'm gonna do every single day the right way. There is a term, treatment resistance, and that's there for a reason. Maybe some people, treatment really isn't working that well for them. But I don't want to jump ship on exposure therapy unless someone has done it really well. Hours a day, you've got the support, you've tried medication with it. Don't jump ship yet. You've got that support. The more you learn about OCD, the more you know what to do about it. So go watch this video right here. And I want to know down in the comments, like, what does your OCD look like? How's your treatment journey going? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.